Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. This is day 69 of trying to reach the rate of 2000 elo online, and I'm back to 1859 and we're playing the caro-kann against an 1845. Okay? Exchange, advance, or knight to c3. Knight to c3, okay, we take. They mainly take with the knight, we go bishop here, they go there, we go back. And at that point I just start defending myself. So I'm just thinking about playing knight to f6. Whenever they take me, I take the pawn, try to get the bishop here and castle. I never tried that, so I'm gonna try it today. I do believe they call it the Tarta cow or something like that. Tarta cow, yeah. You mainly put the bishop on d6 and try to castle, and everything's perfect. Okay, so now we castle. I do believe we castled it. Yeah. And then we put the rook there, we try to reroute the knight to g6, and sometimes we play h5, h4. Okay. So rook t8 doesn't hurt, just activating the rook on better square, and putting knight to d7, knight to f6, knight to g6 whenever they take us. We can take like this, having this pawn cube, which is really sucks. We can also go bishop here, forcing him to go for this. I like this move. They go here, we just simply go back, and they cannot push. That's too damaging of their structure. So I'm gonna try it. Please don't blame me on my opening accuracy. My opening accuracy right now sucks because this is my first time playing knight f6. He played the weakening move. Now we just draw back. And I want him to do one more time, having bad structure in front of his king. Surely that does not look nice. I mean, I'm not sure that my bishop will be good. Maybe my bishop is good. If I went bishop to g6, he's gonna take, and I'm gonna take. We're gonna have this pawn cube, but we're gonna have what? Income compensation for that. Takes, he takes. And then we go for this. I just want to take this knight. If I'm gonna have a shitty pawn structure, he's gonna have the shitty pawn structure as well. So I can go here. He push, I go there, and I don't have time to actually. But it doesn't hurt. Develop the knight. He's gonna go here, there, takes, and it's better to take like this, right? Because I'm sure that this pawn cube is really bad. But when you go here and they take, and you take like this, your king is really exposed to some kind of attacks. So it's better just to push back, have this pawn cube. Your king is really, really safe. You're just looking at the pawn, and if I went here, he's gonna push and he's gonna win the pawn. That's his entire plan. Well, it sucks because I'm just gonna go here, and when you take me, I just take, and I still have the pawn cube. So I'm pretty sure we're not losing this because the king is really safe. And okay, of course we need to take it like this because I already told you about check, and he wins the pawn. Now we just continue the game having a little bit bad pawn structure. We can go here, put the knight on f6, controlling good center squares. We can go here, but then he can take and take and take, and that's not a good thing. Okay, where to go with the queen? I can go here. He might push. Both playing the shitty opening. I just want to go here. Or maybe I can just push whenever they take. We take, the queen would take. We put a knight there. But I don't really like it. Going here to try to push, take, take. I like this, but he's gonna push. We're gonna go here. So, yeah. I'm just gonna make the worst moves possible. Just because I'm just discovering this opening. Discovering what will happen. Okay. And also we're trying, you know, directly just trying to push f5 whenever he takes. We take with the pawn. I'm just trying to create a square for the, what is that? Okay, so he's just activating his bishop. So we can go here. His bishop needs to go somewhere else, but I don't have my knight here. I just want to put my knight here, knight here. Pushing here, he's gonna take. We take with the pawn. We'll just try to put the knight there. It's a really beautiful square. This, he might attack me, and I just simply go here. I'm just gonna go there. Yes, it's a little bit weakening of some squares, maybe. So I'm just gonna go rook to e6. If I went here, he's gonna attack me with the bishop, so I'm just gonna go here to put 2 rooks on the light square and control the open e file. That's my plan. And if I went here, he pushes, we simply go here. Yes, this is protected. So let's just go here. Rook to e6, we're preparing rook to e8. Doubling up. And then making use of this f5 push whenever they take us. We put the knight there, and at least my pieces are becoming active. Looking at this position, I really hate the Tartakower. Because maybe this is okay and it's usual in this kind of positions, but I freaking hate it. Because I'm not looking forward to the end game with this pawn cube. But it's okay to try different openings to see which one works or not, because I really hate, like, in the opening phase, like right about here. When they take, I really hate the idea of just attacking and now just attacking a pawn. That's it. That's your entire lifetime. Okay, we're going here. If he takes, we take with the knight. My knight will be here, killing it, and here will be nice as well. So I just like the move. I can also go knight going here. But if I traded the queens, I mean, it's just a matter of time before we get our ass kicked. So should I go knight to b6? What is wrong with this move? He can never push. And also this move, we're preparing like a knight attack. I like this move, knight to b6. He can push, yeah. But then he's just going to make a weakness out of this. But now after this, there's this move, bishop to c7. Pinning the knight to the queen. Trying to have another double pawns. And hell no, I'm not going to go for that. Going here, he might take and just try to put the knight there. So let's just go queen to b6. He takes, I take. You can now push this pawn right now. And we're going to attack you. We're going to try to get in with the rook. With the knight, sorry. Wow, I will never play the Tartakower. I will be happy to get my bishop attacked a billion times by his knights and not playing this weird position. Just rook to e8. You would take me, I'm just going to take with the rook, still having control of the open file. And also we have to see that this pawn is pinned, so we're not really worried about any pawn pushes. Whenever he takes me, we take with the knight. He cannot attack on any side because he already moved the rook, and now your rook is hanging. So you either take me, or you just move your rook away, or you go back with the queen. Defending with the king seems retarded. Surely there's something here that might be winning. Taking the rook, he's gonna take with the other rook. We take, he takes. And then we take here. Then we try to make use of the... No, this is completely bad. So what about going queen here? We're trying to play some kind of check, forcing him away. And if he takes us, we just do something. Okay, I like this move. We're trying also to put the knight there. And I don't have to trade queens anymore. I like this move. Let's go here. Trying to support this check. And if he moves this king, he's just going to lose the rook, so he needs to take us. And when he does, We take with the queen, but then his king will be safe, and then we're gonna attack his bishop. We're gonna... I'm not really sure what's going on here. I do believe he's just gonna take my rook. His entire plan right now is just to take. I would take. He's gonna put the other rook on e1, and just this. Okay. Surely doesn't seem like a shitty move. This here, this, and we go for our plan. So I like this knight move here, and being going here, this is simply attack on your bishop, and also this is now possible. So I like this move, knight to b6. Press the freaking mouse, come on. He cannot push because take, like here, take. We don't have to take because the queen also takes here, so we just give this check. And then try to win the pawn back because it's a central pawn, so... Oh, this is ugly. This is the worst game I ever played in my life. Obviously, my opening accuracy right now is like 60% or 70%. I'm not really sure. Because the only thing I know about the Torto Cavalry, you just put the knight on f6 and you expect them to take and put the bishop out in castle. That's it. And I did that, but I don't know what is the follow-up. And here I am, in this bad position. I know he cannot push c5, because we can put the knight there, attacking his bishop. And I know he cannot push d5 because we can simply take. And when he takes, you would have this check. He's forced to take you. And then you would take with the queen, something like that, and just make a weakness out of this pawn. And continue the game. He bladed. Okay, I'm getting super anxious right now. What the hell is going on? Check here. He'll move away, he's going to lose the rook. Check here, he needs to take. That's a check with the rook. The king needs to move one of these two squares. The knight will jump in, attacking his bishop. And where his bishop is going to go? He's going to go here. My knight can jump in even further and attack this pawn. Wait. Check, takes, check, here or here. Then we play knight to d5, attacking his bishop. The bishop would move because I'm not really sure he should give it away. And if he went anywhere down there, we just put the knight on e3, defended by the rook, attacking this weak pawn that he cannot really defend. Interesting, but what happens if we put the knight on d5? He's gonna take me. And then he's gonna try to put the rook there, trade them off. I really like this move first. Check, what about him moving away? We're simply gonna take the rook. He takes us, we take. He takes my knight, I take back. I really want to play a rook here. He would take, I'm gonna take with the rook. His king is forced to move, then I'm gonna play knight to d5. It just seems so nice. And if he moved away, he's simply losing material. And we're not getting ourselves checkmated or anything. Let's play the move rook to e2 check. If he moved anywhere else, we take his rook, he takes mine, I take, he takes my knight, and my queen is getting in. And you need too many moves to get into my king. Now you can see the use of this pawn cube, that my king is super safe. But at the cost of having a shitty endgame, so we're not supposed to get into an endgame where there's only pawns, because I'll be the one losing that endgame. So I have to maintain my pieces. Here we're only trading one rook. Yeah, he takes. I'm not sure which piece to move first. Like, if I take with the queen, he's gonna go here or here, and I can use my knight to attack his bishop. And when his bishop moves somewhere else, I have my knight to support the queen to attack the pawn. So queen takes here. He needs to go there to defend. And then I play this move, attacking his bishop. The bishop cannot stay on this line, or can it stay on this line? I go here then, he takes, I just attack him, he takes here. Should I take with the rook or with the queen? The queen seems super nice, but also the rook. And my queen will be supporting from far away in case I just hold up. Taking with the rook, he needs to go here because there's might be some discoveries to try to win this queen and to win an extra pawn. Like takes, he moves here or he moves here. We attack his bishop. The bishop needs to move. Maybe here. And then what? And then just like, this is tricky. Take with the queen or take with the net. Like with the queen, he needs to go here. Sorry, here he needs to go there to protect the rook. We play this move, attacking his bishop. The bishop would just go back. But then my knight gets active and he goes here. We play a check. He moves somewhere else. I mean, this move determines the game, if I should take with the queen or with the rook. Queen, here, knight, bishop, knight. Attacking the rook and the pawn, so he puts the rook in my face. And should I take? He takes with the king. There's surely no mates here. If I take with the rook, here or here, playing knight here, my queen is a little bit off. And he can always force a queen trade, and I don't want the queen trade. And here seems very beautiful. So I made my decision. I'll take with the queen. He needs to go there, obviously, to keep protecting the rook. I'm gonna play knight to d5. I do believe it's the only thing that makes the most sense. He cannot force a queen trade on me. Yes, he might, but we simply just take the bishop. So move your bishop away. I just don't like putting the knight there. Like, I want to put the knight there, but it's not good for him. So maybe he is forced to go back with the bishop to try to hang on to this square. Because if he went back, see, he knows that this is a really important square for him. And he might try to force a queen trade right now. We can put the knight there, attacking his rook. He would take it. We're gonna take with the rook. Oh, wait a second. Good here, take with the queen, and that's a check. If you take me, I take with the rook. I have control of the open file. You attack me, and I simply go here. You cannot defend the pawn, and you can go rook to e1. I take the pawn. You go for a check. I simply move away, and you start taking all my freaking pawns. I'm not sure this is what I want. And he's gonna play like queen to d1 very, very soon to just force a queen trade. And if I take and he takes, he simply might be just winning this. I can go rook to d8, but I can just take the pawn. That's the problem. Your pawn is hanging, and he wants to play this. If I went here, he takes and I take. What about just rook to e7? Defending, and if you played queen to d1, we take, the rook would take. And I play rook to d7. We'll play knight move like this and this. And then he can defend. Putting the knight there, he's gonna take it right away. Taking with the rook, he's gonna take here. And we're just gonna... That's so bad for me. I'm just gonna play a waiting move like rook to e7, just defending the stupid pawn. I'm pretty sure he's gonna go queen to d1 and just playing this endgame with the pawn cube. it's good for momentum, like you're having a good army to attack, but there's no way to make a bastard out of these four here. I'm only thinking about a queen to d1, forcing a queen trade. But then I go queen to c4. Hold up, queen to c4, attacking the pawn, attacking the other pawn. So he can never go for a queen trade. And if I went queen to c4, how can he defend both pawns? He can't. What about a move like a queen to a4 now? Now we use the knight. He takes. You take with a check. And you can never take because you lose this pawn. And there will be too much pressure on it. It was not a wise decision to go for the Tartar Tower. Like, if you want to choose an opening, like if you're an advanced chess player and you want to choose an opening, you have to understand every single plan of that opening. Like, you need to understand what is the aim of that opening. And simply, I just played it because I was just getting so freaking bored of getting the bishop out and getting attacked by his knights. So it's really difficult to play this. So here, we can go queen to c4, attacking this pawn, and also attacking this pawn with a check. And if I win these two, it's knight out. Knight's out. He's gonna lose. Because two center pawns, they're really important for him. Can he make like a crazy king move? I did not even think. Oh my god, why did I not think? Like trying to put the rook on the h file, causing damage from this side. But I need my queen. I can never get my queen to a dark square. And also if I try to get it, like the king can escape. So what about making an f5 push? He would take. We would simply give away the pawn, taking him another time, to put a knight there to go here. We're gonna get attacked, and we're gonna simply play a check. And when you go here, you lose. What the hell? He played it. He played the move. And how you're planning to defend that? Okay, hold up a sec. You're just aiming at this pawn. So queen to c4. He can take us, but then we just take this pawn with a check. And too much pressure on him. This, he's planning to put the rook there. Okay. I need a way to reroute my knight like this to get it somewhere like here. Because I don't want the bishop to take it. And that will cause him really big problems. Him taking this pawn, am I afraid of that? We don't really care. He cannot force a queen trade no matter what, and the bishop just loses a pawn, so we don't care. Making the f5 push, trying to take, he would take, and trying to use the knight to reroute it to a good square. I just want to play f5 so bad. And this move does not work because just of rook to d1 defending, and I'm not sure what to do next. I just want to play f5. He would win this pawn temporarily because now he needs to make some moves to get his queen into the game. And if I play this and he takes and I just take, he gives me some kind of checks. That's what I'm worried about, him using his queen to get back. So should I make a waiting move like this, but then he's gonna start marching forward. He cannot march forward with his pawn, so I just go here. What is he planning to do? Should I go here? Or should I push f5 right away? f5, he might take this pawn, I would take, he's gonna give me some check, and I can go here attacking his queen. But then he can take another pawn. But then I can use my knight. I'm just gonna play it safe. a6, and then going for the f5 push, because I'm really not liking the idea of him giving some checks and going back to g3 with his queen, defending from this side. This will be devastating for me. The good thing about this position is that he cannot use his rook to attack my queen, or his queen to trade the queen off. The bishop is forced to stay on the same diagonal to stop the knight from entering and causing so much damage. And he cannot attack my outpost knight, everything, and just, see, he's just trying to get for the check. He's just trying to get for the check. But we simply go here. But now if I made this move, now he can get back. He's just trying his best just to make this check, which I freaking hate. And now he can use his queen to force the queen trade here. But what about this move now? He cannot force a queen trade on me. But this he can force a rook trade. Who fucking cares? We take a pawn first. And this, he gives me this check. We simply move away. Simply no mistakes found here. What the hell? Come on, bro. Why did I not think about queen to c2? If I was so afraid of the rook defending, why did I not play rook to c2? Queen to c2, just stopping the rook from going here. But again, like when I go here, it's simply he's gonna go there. It's the same thing. And him giving me a check, I would simply be forced to move away. He just simply, his queen is there, and it's not a good square for him. So him playing this, I'll play this, trying to force, like, I just want to take his bishop or causing damage, something like that. This is not cool. My knight is perfect, but his bishop is really restricting, and I wanted to play this move so bad to try to reroute the knight here. So if you check, we simply move away. I'm not sure what can he do other than that. Like, he can never attack or do anything with only a queen. Playing this move, we're gonna take him with a check. He simply lost a pawn. That's blunder. He can go queen back, but he loses this pawn. He can go rook to d1, which is the most obvious move to protect his pawn. And then I just play like a 9 move here, trying to win the pawn. Oh, a good rerouting of the knight. Just to win a pawn. So rook to d1, knight to c7, trying to put the rook on d7, trying to attack, trying to put all the pieces to attack this pawn chain. And simply, if I win this, it's good for me. But I'm down to 2 minutes, and he has 8 minutes. Rook to d1. I wish I could put the rook there. That would be so much easier, but there's a pawn chain here. And cannot really break this. So rook to d1 only move to protect the pawn, because this move just simply blunders that pawn. And he doesn't have any follow-up with this queen, unless he wanted to go for a queen trade. Sorry, for a rook trade. Like, what about like this? Takes rook to e1. Okay, that seems a little bit annoying. And I just take, the queen would take. And I'll simply move here with the queen, because whenever you play a check and I move away, you cannot take any pawn because your bishop is hanging and it's pinned. So he can never go there. It's too risky. Him here just straight up losing a pawn. I'm pretty sure the only move is rook to d1, defending the weak pawn, playing knight to c7, disconnecting the queen from going here, and also trying to put the knight on b5 to win the pawn back with rook to d7 and knight to b5 and queen being here. But after rook to d1, knight to c7, there's b3. But there's just queen to c2, attacking the rook. And also still, but he can attack me, but then he loses the bishop, so he needs to go back. And this check, again, we simply move away. I'm not really sure. But this move could be an annoying move, because then, again, I cannot go here to attack the pawn, or knight here because I'll lose my rook. But simply after the check and I go here, I can try to put the rook there on the 7th rank. So annoying position. But I'm feeling good about it. Like he can, oh wait a sec, whoa. But this move, he does have a rook to e1 forcing a rook trade on the spot. But there's a check first, like you're gonna lose a pawn and then get exchanged to a losing pawn endgame. Because he simply lost 2 central pawns. Yes, he played that move, rook to d1, and knight to c7. Knight to c7, what about bishop here? I just want to go there. Forces a rook trade, I simply take. Okay, we already calculated that. Don't keep calculating the same position. What about queen here? He just loses the pawn, right? My plan is simple, knight to b5. If he played this move, a4, I just play like rook to d7. We try to protect. And simply knight here, we go back. And knight here now it will be the problem. And this is what I wanted to put the knight. So here, to stop the knight from going there, I'm not blundering anything, hopefully. He can go here for a temporary turn, but then we go here. Or we go here, that's better. Protecting the pawn with the rook. He can go for a rook trade, but we simply win the pawn first. Then we trade, and then we take the pawn. And he doesn't have the check anymore because the knight is defending that square. So we would simply win 2 pawns. So he cannot go for a rook trade. He cannot go for a queen trade because he simply loses the pawn on a2. But this seems really like my queen is really off the board. And he cannot put the bishop here. And bishop here, we just simply put the knight on b5. We're just going for our plan. He cannot go there. So he simply will be losing the pawn there. He goes for the queen trade. Of course, we're not brain damaged. We're gonna take this. Of course not. But I'm not sure what is he thinking about after queen takes a2 winning a pawn. What does he have? I'm not that sure. Queen takes, he's gonna play a rook trade, we take, the queen would take, and we would simply play queen here. Pinning the bishop, he doesn't have any discoveries to win it, and he doesn't have any checks back there. My low elo brain telling me just to take this a2 pawn. I'm not sure it's a blunder or not. Taking is really messed up, like, wait, taking, and putting the knight here is simply can defend it with multiple ways, and it's just losing because of this pawn cube. Taking, it just seems the most obvious move, and whenever he goes for a trade, I just simply retreat. Take the damn pawn. Let me see what he's got. But I do believe he's gonna play this rook to e1. Rook to e1, rook takes, queen to b1, pinning the bishop to the queen, and also he doesn't have any checks. But what about rook to e1 and rook takes, and we simply go back to the same square, queen to c4. Whenever he tries to attack the knight, something like that, we just go knight to d5, he gives us a check, or he simply takes the pawn. We take this pawn. Yo! Bishop to f4? Surely this seems like a big-ass blunder because of knight to d5. Here, you cannot move the bishop out, you lose your queen. This, can he trap my queen? Don't believe so, because his own queen is hanging. And this, he can never trap my queen. Fucking press the knight. Just attacking the bishop, attacking his queen. The queen needs to go there to defend the bishop at least. Okay. If we take his bishop, he's gonna take with the queen. We take that queen. He's give us this check. We simply move away. We're up 2 pawns. That's an endgame I want to go for. Simply a check. We're not supposed to be afraid of it whatsoever. We just, yeah. Fuck you. A draw. I missed that. He's just straight up a bozo. He lost 2 pawns and then I just completely did not see there was a forced draw. I'm a bozo. I'm the bozo, not him. Game review. That sucks to lose this. I am up 2 pawns. Learning new opening is a fun way to keep chess fresh. No, it's not fresh. It sucks. The Torta Tower is crap. Okay. Okay, so we're playing all the opening moves correctly. Wow. We're not supposed to take. Shut up. I was supposed to put the knight there. It was supposed to take me. Yeah, I have knight there because he cannot take. Wow. That's the best move, a check. Perfect. Taking it with the rook was better. Yeah, that was a great move. We're going here. We're defending everything. That was a great move. Rook to e2. Rook to e2. Going queen to c2. And he cannot defend the pawn anyway, and he's just straight up losing after that. Yeah. Again, you're not really forced to take. You just go here. You're winning the pawn. You're 100% winning that pawn. Unless you went here, yeah, we just trade the freaking things. Come on. Yeah, that was my mistake. And when he takes here, I blundered and took the second pawn. He allowed the opponent to claim a draw by 3-fold repetition in a worse position. Just simply rook there, protecting the back rank. And he's down one pawn, and you can fight in this position. You can put the queen there, centralize, put the rook there, break the center. Like, yeah, I completely missed the checks. I completely missed that. What the fuck? He's farming great moves. Like, I mean, this is a simple move. They gave him 5 great moves just for this repetition. Good opening by me. 100% in the endgame. Shut up, bro. Yeah, well, he completely deserved it because I just messed it up. But that was a fun game. I did not lose, even though this is considered a loss because you're up 2 points and you allowed the opponent to force a draw. That's not a good thing, but I completely missed that. Like, could you ever see that there's a check all the way to h2? Like, I did not even spot. I just like, okay, I'm king to h7 and I'm safe. And until I saw, oh, what can he do? Oh, a check. I'm screwed. It's a draw. That was my mistake. I was just supposed to go back, protect the back rank, and we're not going to win the pawn because he's going to defend it. But then again, you have the passer on this side. You have the rook to defend the passer, and it's simply knights out for your opponent. I just was supposed to take some time to think about this position, but I just completely blitzed out the move queen takes pawn and just drew the game. GG for my opponent. That was a fun game, and thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.